Hello Law Achievers. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. About the author, William Shakespeare, ranked as one of the greatest English playwrights, is often referred to as the Bard of Avon. He was born at Stratford-on-Avon, England. He left Stratford and moved to London, where he became an actor. Besides his acting, he went on to write 37 plays, 154 sonnets. His success was immense. The Shakespearean sonnet is 14 lines long with a rhyme scheme, above, cd eff.gg. Introduction. The Merchant of Venice is one of the Shakespeare's best-known plays. It was written sometime between 1594 and 1597. Plot. The play starts with Antonio, a Venetian merchant, who agrees to give his best friend Bassanio the money he needs to travel to Belmont, where Bassanio hopes to meet and marry the beautiful Portia. Antonio has no cash, so he goes to Shylock, a Jewish moneylender. Antonio gets the money but accepts a terrible forfeit, a pound of his flesh. In Belmont, Portia meets a series of suitors. Her father's will stipulates that she must marry the man who chooses correctly from among 3 caskets, finding the one containing her portrait. The Prince of Morocco and the Prince of Aragon both fail. Bassanio wisely chooses the lead casket. But just as the couple are united, news arrives that Antonio's ships, being lost at sea, he will not able to repay Shylock on time. Summary. The Merchant of Venice is written by William Shakespeare, who was one of the greatest writers. His famous works in style to Portia's includes Hamlet, Othello, etc. Characters of the play includes Antonio, Bassanio, Shylock, Portia, Gratiano and the Duke. Antonio, a Venetian merchant. His friend Bassanio is desperately in need of money to court Portia, a wealthy heiress who lives in the city of Belmont. Bassanio asks Antonio for a loan in order to travel in style to Portia's estate. Antonio agrees, but is unable to make the loan himself because his own money is all invested in a number of trade ships that are still at sea. Antonio suggests that Bassanio secure the loan from one of the city's moneylenders and name Antonio as the. In Venice, Antonio and Bassanio approach Shylock, a Jewish moneylender, for a loan. Shylock hates Antonio because he lends money to people without charging any interest, thus eats into his business. Shylock agrees to lend money on the contract that he entitled to a pound of Antonio's flesh if Antonio fails to return the money on time. Antonio is sure that his ships laden with rich merchandise will return soon and therefore he won't have any problem to return the money on time. The meantime, Bassanio leaves for Belmont to try and win the hand of Portia for marriage. Portia's father declared that the man who chooses the right casket out of 3, gold, silver and lead, shall win her hand. Bassanio chooses the right casket and wins Portia. As the Prince of Morocco and the Prince of Aragon fails to choose right casket. Nerissa wins Gratiano. Soon after this happy turn of events, Bassanio receives a letter from Antonio informing him about his heavy losses and the Jews' demand of a pound of his flesh. They decided to go to the court of justice. Antonio was ready to sacrifice himself and give pound of his flesh. While the Duke, Bassanio and others were trying to convince him to show mercy towards Antonio, Shylock was not ready to accept any amount of money as compensation. He kept demanding for a pound of Antonio's flesh and wanted the court to follow contract laws. In the meanwhile, a messenger entered the court with a letter from Dr. Bellario. It was written in the letter that, instead of Dr. Bellario, a young doctor named as Balthazar would guide them regarding the judgment of this case. Portia entered the court disguised as Dr. Balthazar. She was up to date with the case and carried books related to law of Venice along with her. Portia also tried to convince Shylock in order to show mercy. She gave examples of monarch and god who also consist of the quality of mercy. But Shylock wanted the law to be interpreted as it is taught. Therefore, Portia declared that Shylock shall have his judgment and therefore calls her a Daniel, a wise man in Bible. As Shylock gets ready to cut the pound of flesh, Portia interrupts him and declares that he could take a pound of Antonio's flesh, but shouldn't shed a drop of blood. She further explained that according to the law of Venice, if an outsider harms the citizen of Venice, he will lose his property and he must accept the capital punishment. The Duke have mercy on Shylock's life, but he stated that half of Shylock's property will go to Antonio and the other half will go to the state government. Antonio denied the fine and said that one half of Shylock's property will go to his son-in-law and daughter, and the second thing was Shylock's conversion to Christianity. Shylock accepted the punishment given to him and leaves the court. In this play, law and fairness stand in conflict. In fact, in some performances, Shylock was shown entering with a large knife and a pair of weighing scales all ready for the act. But Portia cleverly proved that strict adherence to the law will go against him. Shylock is defeated on a legal technicality. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe, like and share.